Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Thursday! The Devils shut out the Fish
But you
Sticks.
forget already? Did you forget already? Jeez.
I forgot the nickname. Fish Sticks.
Oh, boy.
This is Devils
Man.
After Dark. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal. You're always here on time, whether we win, lose, or draw.
I am?
Draw anymore. Yeah. Streaming live on Facebook Live at Let's Go Devils Podcast. Twitter Live at Let's Go Devils Pod. YouTube channel, Let's Go Devils. And Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network.
What a lot of people.
Happy Devils Thursday.
I know a lot of people that would probably disagree with you and saying that I'm very timely, because usually I am not. But I will thank you, Sam Wu. And yes, ring them hell's bells, because our boys put up a big shutout victory over, as the Schmooze likes to call them, the Icelanders. Over the Long Island Icelanders. Lots of old friends coming to town. The Icelanders. The
Metropolitans have their problem.
Yeah, with the Metropolitans. Let's get Jerry Seinfeld to call in. But the Devils had a big victory over some old friends coming back to the Rock. Uncle Lou, Uncle Andy, Uncle Zach now as well. And, of course, Kyle Palmieri as well. Got a nice round of applause from the crowd. I don't know if they did anything else for anyone, but they showed palms on TV. But big win for the Devils. Let's get into the and look at that. I got my Highway to Hell shirt on, my AC/DC Highway to Hell shirt on. Woo! Perfect for the evening. But let's talk about the first period. Alexander Holtz back up on the top line again. Looks like he's starting to get a little bit. Didn't score, but had some good opportunities. And by the way, ESPN Plus, did they just make up this story about Andreas Janssen wanting to be called Johnson? Because Kanji and, Dano, the whole, MSG Plus broadcast was calling him Janssen again. So I don't know if ESPN just kind of made that up as they were going, but whatever. Andreas Janssen back in the lineup, of course.
I've got my theories. I've got my theories about that, but I'm not going to say it on air.
But a great first period and a great game all over. It was fun. I don't know if anyone caught that brief moment with Andy Green and Nico Hischier battling in front of the Islanders net. Just kind of cool to seeing the former captain and the current captain going at it over there. But man, some 4-on-4 action. Mercer hit the post. Lots of PK, great PK. Also, I do believe that McLeod took a really good hit at Char, and then Char basically grabbed him and spun him around, and right in front of the ref, like literally in front of the ref. There was no call on it, but either way, our boy, I know Winston was upset about it too. Our boy Yanni Kuokkanen came through with his third. Nice to see Yanni's game picking up and getting back on pace again from the captain, my captain, Nico Hischier, who now has, points in 4 straight games? That is his 6th assist of the season. Kuokkanen's third. Also, Subban gets in on that action. And if I am mistaken, oh wait, I'm looking at second period notes over here. Big save on the breakaway. That's where it is. Yes, Dougie back. Oops. Scotty went a little out of order over there. Oh, yeah, Dawson Mercer. Nice move to split the defense. Blackwood, some big glove saves. And Kuokkanen, that's right, it was a short-handed goal with
Special
PK
teams.
Subban. Woo! here we go. Sorry.
Special teams.
I was on the wrong page here. I was looking at second period stats. I wonder why this wasn't all like, I'm like, wait a minute.
That's why I was
later in the game?
confused.
All right. Apologies. Hang on. See, that's how excited I was. Quokenin was a shorthanded goal from Nico and PK. PK got a great shot on goal. Nico then was right there for the rebound. It kicked right to Quokenin, and he buried it home to put the Devils up. And, man, you can feel the team, really playing well. Like we had talked about recently about them needing to wait for the opposition to score before they kick it into gear. Devils really played a full game again. And what do we talk about? Full game, full 60 minutes, all four lines, and they definitely put the finish on tonight with Dougie Hamilton on that late goal. But Blackwood made some big glove saves. That's right. Zach and Holtz had a 2-on-1. Holtz got stopped on it, but he got a nice monster shot. Zach Parise, actually, that's right. He took a penalty late in the period. Rather odd for Zach because, that was a high cross-check. I think they called it high sticking, but it was like a cross-check to the face, and it did look like he left his feet. We know Zach is not that type of player, so kind of odd there, but the Devils weren't able to capitalize that. Then that's when we go into all this stuff that we already talked about there in the second period with McLeod and Chara, Nico and Green battling out in front of the net. Palms.
NFC.
Kyle Palmieri tried I'm sure everyone remembered that move from last year. And Mackenzie Blackwood did as well because he ate it up, which was nice to see. The ref, the no call. Mercer hits the post. Good PK. And then Dawson Mercer draws a penalty there at the end of the penalty kill. Forechecking behind the net. That dude was everywhere tonight, Samu. Everywhere. He was using that speed. The legs were going. We don't have to mention the flow, just, in the wind as he was skating by and everything like that, but it seemed like he was everywhere. And he was agitating the hell out of the Islanders because they were trying to take shots at him. You could definitely see that during the game. But Dawson Mercer, incredible. But Thomas Tatar goes and gets a nice lucky defense. I want to say lucky because he was in the right place at the right time. It didn't hit the stick, it hit his leg, but still. Thomas Tatar, and sometimes when you're on a bit of a goal drought, as he was, sometimes you just need some puck luck to get you going. So Thomas Tatar from the blast on Dougie Hamilton on the point, and is that a power play goal once again? Sam, woo! What did we talk about at the end of our 10-game review there? We need more from the special teams. And they have come through the last two games. I don't want to jinx it, knock on the old wood there, but another power play goal. Tatar his first, Hamilton his fifth assist, and Zaka his third assist as well. So Zaka gets back on the score sheet. And then going into the third period, the Devils, I feel like really, yes, Mr. Wu?
They put Tatar sauce on the fish sticks at that point of the game.
Very nice.
Just wanted to put it in there. If I was the play-by-play guy, I would have said something like that.
Okay.
Yep.
How about that? A shorthanded goal to start and a power play goal to follow it up.
Yeah,
Devils played well.
Dream
and you know what?
True.
They were creating chances throughout. The all game. They were creating chances. The Islanders, don't get me wrong, the Islanders were getting chances too, but I feel like the Devils, I think Dano had mentioned it, they gave up 42 shots, but it was a very well played game. Mack Black, exceptional tonight. Some of those big glove saves. And then in the third, Dawson Mercer, finally, breaks the ice for himself this game because he had so many glorious chances. And just like Yanni Quokenin, I don't know if you saw Yanni Quokenin's goal, it beat Sorokin on the blocker side in between the leg pad blocker. And if you notice, Mercer, when he chips it, it goes right up that blocker side and kind of trickles right through the same exact area. Maybe they found a little spot on Sorokin that they know that they can go and attack. But Dawson Mercer, his fourth, from our very, very favorite former wide receiver of the Houston Texans, Andreas. Don't call me Andre. Janssen with the pass downfield to Dawson Mercer, and it's in for the touchdown. Devils up 3-0. Or I guess, you know what? Maybe an assist should have been a field goal. Maybe next time we'll make when he has an assist could be a field goal. Because that would have been perfect. A 3 field goal. We didn't, like I said, we didn't really think that one out like last time. Last time was much better. We're gonna have to do it much better. You're much better at the football call, Sam Wu.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have to go back
calls.
to
you do the Happy Devils recap.
Well, Dawson Mercer, his 4th from Janssen, his 4th assist, and Jesper. And there you go. What do you know? It's not Jesper Bratwurst. It's Jesper Bratt. That's according to Cangelosi. So there you go. ESPN Plus just randomly changing 2 guys' names.
Johnsonville brought. They're probably sponsoring ESPN Plus.
The Johnsonville
sneaky, those sneaky
you know what?
ESPN people.
I think they, you know what? They do all the cornhole tournaments. I think they do. That's what's going on. There's a conspiracy, Sam. You're always at the
You know what?
That's why you're a hockey podcast producer.
Just follow the money. Just follow it. How do you think Sean McDonough gets paid? He gets paid because he plugs. Let's be honest here.
Oh, yeah. Well, Dawson Mercer, his 4th, like we said, from Janssen, his 4th assist, and Bratt, his 5th assist. Nice to see Jesper, after struggling for a little bit, starting to become real consistent with putting points up and getting on the score sheet. And then, of course, that finish, the Mortal Kombat, finish him at the end of the game. Dougie Hamilton puts it home with Nico Hischier in front of the net. His 3rd, big slapper, 4-0. Ryan Graves gets his 5th assist, and tack went on for Jimmy Vesey as well. 3 stars of the game. 3rd star, Yanni Kuokkanen. 2nd star, Thomas Tatar. And your 1st star, of course, with the massive shutout. And nice little head of hair himself there. Not as quite as Ric Flair, Dawson Mercer, but hey, okay. I see you, Mackenzie Blackwood. You could headbang. Shots on goal. Islanders 16, 14, 12 for a total of 42. Devils 10, 15, 9 for a total of 34. Islanders had a slight advantage in the faceoffs, 52% to 47. Power plays, they were 0 for 3. Penalty kill coming up huge. Devils 1 for 2. Hey, that's 50%. That's pretty good over there. That'll make our numbers maybe go up a little bit. Penalty minutes. Oh, wait. Hits. There we go. Devils slightly out hit here by 8, 24 to 16. So, yeah, I can say that the Islanders out hit us a little bit more. I know Chara, sometimes it's hard to get a word in with him, and Martin as well. They have a Cal Clutterbuck, and man, they got a nice feisty team over there. So this is the one that I didn't like, and I did see this a lot. 19 giveaways for the Devils. The Islanders had 15, hence all of the 2-on-1 and breakaways that we saw throughout this game tonight. But still, you want to clean that up. Devils, though, 15 takeaways. Islanders only 8. So overall, an incredible game. I feel like the Devils, they didn't dominate as much. You know what? I mean, the Islanders were getting good chances, but there were times where the Devils had them pinned in. Maybe not as much as Florida, but still, I feel like the Devils really came out, played the full game. All 4 lines were rolling. They had that finish, and there was no let up tonight. There was no sitting back. There was no relaxing. There was no, let's just play defense now that we got the 3rd goal. They kept pushing because that's the type of team they are. They're not a sit back team. They're a move forward team. They got their speed. Use it. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And that's what they did. And that's what they're going to have to do against teams like the Panthers, teams like the Islanders, teams like the Bruins, who we're going to play early on Saturday. Why? Because they're crafty veterans. You could see that the Islanders were just waiting for us to make mistakes. They just couldn't capitalize on any of them tonight because Mack Black was incredible in net. He was all over the place. That glove was huge. So, awesome game all around. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I know it definitely made my night better over here. So, hell yeah, Sam Wu. What say you, Sam Wu?
Here's a stat that is stunning.
Stunning.
That came over the wire.
Mm-hmm.
Metropolitan Division game. The Devils get 2 points. 2 solid points against a division rival. And the
At home.
Islanders, they get
Fifth home
nothing.
win. Nothing.
They lose.
Nothing.
Good day,
Hey.
sir.
Hey, yeah, all you Islander fans that went over to the Rock, yeah. Oh, you got shut out 4-0. Yeah, I know how that feels like when I went to see my team play at Anaheim. The same freaking thing happened. So I'm glad that the boys have turned it around in 2 weeks' time. Very nice to see that they didn't get stuck, because you know what, the competition is actually a little bit better now than it was out here on the West Coast. So very nice to see. 5th home game of the season. 5th home win of the season, right? Have we surpassed all of last year? I think Andreas Janssen surpassed all of his goals already for last year. You know, I think he only had 5 last year.
Yeah.
So this team is playing so much. This team is playing so much better. And you know what? I know so many years now we were always, when you have those veteran players that come to the team, and some of them you love. For example, Brian Boyle. Like when Brian Boyle came to the team, everyone was always like, man, if he could just go back to the way he was like 6 years ago and we get that sort of, I think he could do it. Listen, Brian Boyle did great for us in his role. Phenomenal. But there was no way that he was going to go back and be like a 20-goal scorer each year, like that.
Yeah.
Now with our team, these players, it's going to be natural for them to actually be better each year because they're at that point in their careers. They're still so young. So they're naturally just going to be better, which is an amazing thing. Instead of all these years recently, even with Kyle Palmieri, we're like, remember that one season he got 30? If he could get that 30 mark again, like, these guys, it's natural for them to get better right now, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to be every game, but man, when they're on and they're firing on all cylinders, oh yeah. And we don't have that Jack Hughes guy yet, right? Yeah, he's still out. Oh, I wonder if that's going to make a difference when he comes back.
Well, Scotty, there's a lot of
what do we got going on?
What do we got
going on?
But
I bet you everyone's a lot different than last week or a week and a half ago on this West Coast trip.
Before I get to the comments, I want to, because there's a lot. There's some that are making me actually laugh. I'm trying not to laugh.
Good.
So
I like the funnies. Make me laugh. You do good. You make me laugh.
Last week, after San Jose, we knew this 4-game stretch, was going to be tough. Florida Panthers, New York Islanders. Devils are 2-0 convincingly. With 2 more to go, this weekend is going to be real tough because you've got the big bad Boston Bruins, Prudential Center, Saturday matinee game, and then you got the Rangers Sunday night in Madison Square Garden. Programming note, 3 p.m. Eastern, Let's Go Devils podcast. We're going to change the times a little bit because it's going through, and I want fans to focus on the Devils-Rangers game than our podcast if we went at 9. Devils Game Day live and Devils After Dark will still go as planned. And we talked about special teams. Now we have 2 games in a row of shutting them out while the other team's on the power play.
Right.
Not only that, you're getting the getting greedy with shorthanded goals.
Yeah, why not?
Which means they're pushing the puck up the ice and making the defensemen pay.
Using their speed. Yep. Like they should.
Using their speed. And they're clearing out the pucks more strategically instead of just throwing it out there. They're zinging it down there decisively.
Yes,
Notice
and
that.
not aiming for the other team like we used to do a lot last year. It was
Yeah.
it was quite the fun thing when we would just shoot it right directly to like the defenseman sitting at the point. And he's like, "Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll just slam this at
Like
the net
tape to
now."
tape,
Awesome.
too.
Yeah,
Tape to
yeah,
tape.
oh yeah. It was fantastic.
Somehow.
No, and that, you saw that already tonight just with Dougie back in the lineup. Just how much he brings, not only defensively because he's on the PK, but what he brings on the offensive side too, adding that assist, adding that goal. He was huge back there. He's going to be such a force on that blue line, but he makes teams have to kind of game plan for him. You can't just go in there and be like, we'll wing it. Hamilton, we'll be fine. No, you won't. He's going to take you to school. Like, it's a huge, huge weapon to have in your back pocket, and it made such a big difference tonight already.
Also, it also proves that the victory over Florida, where the Panthers were coming, there was the second half to back games,
right.
From the Rangers the night before, playing their backup goaltender. That was not fool's gold now. Because, I was a little worried, okay, are they coming off of San Jose, the 1 point that they got out of LA, how are they going to react to a veteran team like the Islanders who went deep in the playoffs last season? And they added Zach Parise. They got their captain back, Lee back, in the mix. They have some chemistry right now going on with the Islanders, but they've had maybe they're a little fatigued, but being on the road the entire time. But the Devils won 4-0, and they got great goaltending. The special teams held up, and they played a full 60 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
NFC.
And anytime the other team, and I noticed in this game, just like against Florida, that someone picks on one of the young kids, a rookie, they swarm back after the culprit. Even Paul Murray tried to get under the skin. The Devils would not have any of it. So these are all great signs. Now it's like, okay, next game, rinse and repeat. Because if they could do it to the Bruins,
it's going to be a big test because we know how the Bruins play. They will get chippy. They will get in there and they will really, really tick you off. So this is going to be a great test because you pointed out something really huge before. How many penalties were we getting per game? We were taking 5, 6, 7 penalties. When you have to kill 14, 12, 14 minutes worth of penalty time, your chances are going to be a lot greater that these teams are going to score. When you're only taking 2 penalties, per game, not as bad. Not as bad. One of them was a 4-on-4 situation. So, I think that the team is playing a lot smarter, and you mentioned it too. They're responding the right way. After Severson's dumb penalty, where he punched whoever in the face with his stick basically, and took that penalty at the end of the game. After that, they've really cleaned it up. So it was nice to see that so far. Don't forget, young team. They may have a little, at some point we have a little but for right now, wow. 2 games back-to-back like this.
playing well. Siegenthaler steady back there. Yes, he had a penalty today, but you know what? Every once in a while.
Seems like he's getting better. He seems like he's getting better and better each game.
Steady. He's just absolutely. Ryan Graves played extremely well.
Insane block again on the penalty kill in the first period, I think. Where
isn't he one of the more unselfish players?
Oh,
Ryan Graves.
He's awesome.
Just the way he plays.
I mean, we talked about it in the offseason, and I know everyone can actually see it now, just what a deal that was that Fitzy pulled. to get Ryan Graves, and then, Land and Dougie on top of it. I mean, our defense is just, it's a whole other world right now with having those two and the minutes that they can play. They can just eat up minutes, and they play in every single, situation. You want to put Graves out there in the power play? You can, versatility, size, speed, grit.
And the Graves
Offense,
and the Graves Hamilton pairing down the stretch, the
dynamic.
last 5 minutes, it's like, as a fan, I'm watching Ryan Graves, Dougie Hamilton out there playing crucial minutes, 5 minutes left, and I feel like the stopper is in. The stoppers are in. And it's like, I don't have to worry about Mack Black. He's playing out of his mind.
He made some big saves.
Yeah.
Big saves. There were a couple that I was like, oh, boy. Oh, that's not good. There were a lot. I mean, this whole game, we talked about, what was it? Let me just get in here, because it was bad on both teams. I just want to see the stat. Giveaways, 15 for the Islanders, 19 for the Devils. I mean, there were a bunch of breakaways today. Mercer had a couple. Holtz had that 2-on-1 in the first period.
Yeah.
I think Brad had a couple too. I think he had two breakaways. Johnsonville got together and had a little.
Brought his A game.
And
his A game is Andre Johnson.
Yeah. What's everyone saying on the old? What do we got? YouTube Live up? Which one's up?
Yeah.
Facebook Live. Let's go to YouTube Live.
Let's go to YouTube Live first. Whistler, great win, played hard. The full 60 minutes. Phil, wow. Whistler, that Mercer kid is something else. Stephen Murdoch, Big Mac attack, blackout the Islanders.
Oh, yeah, blackout.
Nice.
I like that. Almost forgot about that. Yeah, blackout.
Yeah. Also, I see, Twin Peaks, New Jersey, little Fireboy. Also, let's see, tartar sauce. But this one from Little Fireboy 87 made me chuckle.
Are you giving your own jokes a laugh track there? Is that what you're doing?
I don't know. This he says Sam Wonka. That's what he's calling me. Sam Wonka.
Sam Wonka? Okay.
Wonka. Hey, one day we're going to give out golden tickets. I don't know what that's going to do with the podcast. We'll give out some golden tickets.
Golden tickets, huh?
So, but it seems like everybody was pretty good. Now, on Twitter, there's a question.
Okay.
And you and I can both answer this.
Oh, boy.
At Joe Jersey Devil. I think that's Jersey Joe. Can you explain the whole fish stick thing, please? Oh, okay, fish stick.
We don't really have to go into. I mean, it's just the whole. They're Gordon's old uniform. That's it.
Yeah, it's a mid-90s. 95. Well, I want to educate our younger fans that do listen to the podcast.
They had ugly jerseys that
looked
like
this 1 year ugly
Gordon's
jersey.
fish sticks.
Yeah, it looks like that guy. Look it up. Use Google, that Google machine.
Yeah.
Now, Facebook Live, you want to take a crack at it? There's a lot of comments on Facebook Live.
I don't get it. I never see any of it. I don't get it.
You gotta press on it and then it'll appear.
Boy.
Yeah, just press on it. Even though it's blackout.
Yeah. Was it the pasta? Oh, Craig Best, I got that one. Okay, was it the pasta? So, Sam Wu, what did you have to eat? That's actually the most important thing. Did you have the pasta bolognese or the catfish?
Well, first off, I had to work late today, so I didn't get to go to Taj. So I know a lot of people had the catfish nugget there, which is good. But if you wanted what I had pasta for dinner at home, I don't know what that counts as. I don't know. It's my wife's cooking, so I guess we want to know when she cooks. So maybe we should rinse and repeat the next game.
All right. So we know some had the catfish as long as we get some catfish apparently on game day, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
Let's see. Michael Hay, the Devils home team juggernaut. Yeah, so far, so good. That's what we like to see. Nice little home ice advantage. Dare I say, I mean, I don't even want to talk about it, but I mean, I'll say next year when we get into the playoffs, be nice to have a really good home ice advantage like that with a
Mack
big tough
Black
crowd.
and cheese.
Mac Black and cheese. Yeah, well,
oh, the mac and cheese.
I
mac
see
and
Joe
cheese at
over
Taj is
here.
good, by the way.
I see Joe over here. He's going to get a number 29 Big Mac with a side of tartar sauce. So there we go. All right. So Jersey Joe's going to get that side of tartar sauce. I thought Dougie and Subban tied for assists at one point. I don't know if they're tied right now. I have to look up the stats. That's Josh Han. Ramona says, Sam, the no fun zone was in full effect. These are all, I only see like a couple comments. I don't know where they all go. I don't get this.
Here, let me read some of this stuff off.
Damn you, Meta, Facebook, whatever you are now thing. I don't get it.
Did you update your app? Did you update your app?
I don't know. Dude, I'm so bad at this stuff. I'm so bad.
Update your app. The no fun zone, I mean, I posted some pictures. Anytime I see a good no fun zone shot, I just take it right in front of the TV, or if I'm at the game. But
I saw some good stuff tonight.
Yeah. Daniel says Boston lost the Oilers 5-3 in Boston. Very nice.
Okay.
Josh Hahn says Bryce said it in the second intermission. The attention to detail it was on point tonight. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Bryce
passes.
has been working hard, by the way. Bryce Salvador.
Oh yeah.
Some of the love it.
He's great. If you catch him during the intermissions. See, the thing is, and I know, Samu, I know you don't like the advanced stats, and I'm not really a huge fan of them as well, but Bryce breaks it down. He uses some, and I feel like the ones that he always talks about are really important, like, the outlet passes and just clearing the puck and time in D zone and stuff that, I don't know, like, it just, when he says it, it makes a lot of sense. It's like, okay, see your point out.
You know what?
Just
I'll tell you.
Great breaking down the games.
I'll tell you why I really hate it. This is the reason why I hate it. Now, there's other reasons, but this is why I hate analytics. Is when you read all the blogs on the internet, hockey blogs. There are some great bloggers. Some of it is just like, you're right. Some of it, it's like I'm reading a term paper back in college where you've got your introduction, your
variable
hypothesis or thesis statement, and then here, oh, by the way, I'm going to throw this stat at you, that every time that he uses a 5.5 inch blade, curve, blah, 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 he enters the zone with 28% chance of getting a shot on goal. Like, what does this mean, right? What does this mean? And that's why I hate analytics.
I don't understand you kids and your TikTok and Twitter and face and time with your Instagrams and whatever. I don't understand it. I'll get you and your statistical advancements.
Yeah, I mean, you could give me all the things about Tomas Tatar this season, what he's doing wrong, what he's doing right. The bottom line is he finally has a goal season, which is also icing on the cake with a well-played game by the entire Devils roster. Yes, they can work on some things defensively a little bit better, but right now, the Devils are doing pretty well right now without and they still have some key people out, and they're coming together as a team. They're coming together as a team. What analytics will tell you that, other than the win column? They're coming together as a team. They look good.
There there are definitely some things that I do like to look at, and one of them is though the goal differential, and I love seeing that +4 right now. We were even, now we're +4. To me, I don't know. I love having scoring more goals. The more goals, the merrier. You know, as a team that was always defense first for so long, I feel like that was always the thing that we struggled with, and now it's like the goal scoring feels like, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, we got that. You know, yeah, we'll score some goals. You know, like I feel like, I know we had a little rough run there on the West Coast trip coming out here, but I feel like they just have that talent and that knack that they're just going to keep pushing. If they play this way, like it's going to happen, you know?
And here's some other things that I've noticed as well. And I talked about this a few games ago, but you're starting to see it more. Defensively, the defense is getting more involved with the offense.
Oh, yeah.
And
Tide
it's helping out.
Yep.
It's helping out on the power play.
PK waking up, like we said, you know, like it was just maybe a veteran starting a little bit slow. And by the way, dummy us, we didn't even mention, you know, how about a salute to all the veterans out there on Veterans Day? You know, that's always something that we should say and we should do, and say a big thank you to anyone out there who has served or is serving. I know I got some friends and family members, you know, like Air Force and Coast Guard and Navy, and nobody was in the Green Berets, you know, a bunch of others. So speaking of, you know, happy Veterans Day, and thank you to all out there.
I actually didn't forget. I was actually going to save it to the end, but you beat me to it.
Oh, we're going to do it at the end? Okay.
Well, we can do it again at the end.
We can surely do it again at the end. I should have said it at the beginning. Like I said earlier, I've had a fritting headache. You know what? My head started feeling better, like right in the third period. Those Advils really kicked in, and I'm like, I've been in a little bit of a day. Hence why I started this recap reading the notes from the second period instead of the first. Woo! But yeah, that is one thing I love seeing, and then you know I love seeing those home victories too. You know, because going to a game, you know, when you don't expect your team to win at all at home, it creates that kind of like, you know, that Eeyore, okay, you know, and that's not what you want for that home ice advantage. Like I feel like the Devils give us that feeling now, like, yeah, they're going to be in these games. They got a chance to win like every night.
Yeah, and yeah, you got Boston coming in town Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Early game.
Now
you're gonna be down. You're gonna be down at the old Taj Lounge 973. Sam,
we may start. I talked to Vinny Parisi. I gotta confirm that we may start game day live a little bit earlier at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Beer for breakfast podcast.
Okay.
Beer for breakfast podcast. I got to check with Taj, you know, when they can legally start serving, you know, at what time or what that, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to label it as beer for breakfast.
Can't wait to see how this broadcast goes. Hi. By the end, somehow Samu and Vinny both sound like Harry Carey. Hey, well, let me tell you about going to a Devils game. You got hot dogs over there.
Did you eat the
catfish? We got catfish and pasta bolognese. It's amazing. Cubs win. That's like a bad impersonation of Will Ferrell. Yeah, it's not really
Nick from Jersey says, good time to be a Devils fan. Just wanted to read that comment.
Right now it is. And aren't you glad that we were patient? How many emails and calls and DMs and replies and everything? We should trade for this person. We should trade this person. We should trade that person. And remember where we said, be patient, be patient. We have some really talented kids coming through the pipeline, and it is starting to show. And Holtz hasn't even caught fire yet. He is still, you can see he's still finding his game. It might, honestly, it might have been, I understand that the team was struggling there for, on the West Coast trip that 4-0 shutout, much like the Islanders tonight for them. But for us, that was definitely, I feel like, a little bit of a kick for them. But coming out here, they looked like they were sleepwalking, getting Holtz on the team. I mean, he hasn't really, he's only got 1 point, but I mean, you see him figuring out his game, but it's obvious he's not ready yet.
I'll tell you, he has already brought the sizzle to the Devils. It's a different mindset. Sharon Govich is still on the bench, or not bench. He's been benched, and that should send a message. I'm not saying that Sharon Govich is dogging it, but you need to. Lindy Ruff is holding everyone accountable. You need to put up points.
Love it.
And Tice Thompson is hungry for a job. Boquist as well. And and these are happy problems to have. Kolkinen got the message before.
Yes,
and
he did.
He's scoring now. So, and
he's going to be a nice piece if we can get him going for like a bottom 6 piece. I think he'll fit in really, really nice down there, and he'll be an asset for us if we get him going like he looks like he is. He looks like he's starting to pick up where he left off last year. And hopefully we'll get Igor back going too. I think I mentioned it on the Sunday show. Remember last season, I was like, bench him, he's not dead. Everyone's like, no, just be patient with him. And eventually he caught fire, and that shot came out. So maybe he just needs a little bit more time. And we saw little glimpses of it. He rifled a few off the post. I think he just had some bad puck luck, but hopefully we'll see some more from Sharon Govich soon. But I think you said it best, Samu. These are good problems to have.
Yes, and here's another good problem that I have, and I'll read the last question on the YouTube Live. Antonio Rodriguez says, what do you think of the Utica Comets?
Woo, baby. Utica. Love them. Follow them.
I see the light at
it's
the
a
end
lot
of the
fun.
tunnel. That's
and
that's the happy
I see
problem.
Them streaking across the sky. That's what I see. The Comets flying across the sky.
Yes.
They're having a hell of a season. If you haven't checked them out, even without Alexander Holtz now up on the big club, they're still winning. They're still putting it together. Nico Dawes, Riley Walsh, Nikita Ahoyuk, Kevin Ball, Nolan Foote. There's a lot down there. They're playing very, very well. Check out one of those Utica Comets games if you can, or at least the highlights. They're posting them everywhere. Yeah. Great crowds, too. Great crowds.
Yep. Thank you for everybody for tuning in to Devils After Dark. We'll be back at it Saturday after the game. Also, we're doing Game Day Live at Taj Lounge 973. Also, programming note, 3 p.m. Eastern start for the Let's Go Devils podcast Sunday edition as Devils After Dark and Game Day Live will be in full effect before and after the Devils Rangers game. One more thing, Scotty. November 18th and November 20th, Florida. Forgot the dates. We'll be at the Sandbar Sports Grill in Cocoa Beach, Florida for Game Day Live and Devils After Dark. That should be fun. Tune in. Go there.
Should be awesome.
We're going to start promoting it very soon.
Oh, man. What's the bar owner's name again? It's slipping my mind. Sorry. Andrew. Yes. Thank you. You got to see. I mean, he sent us pictures of this rink that he's got. It is amazing. You guys are going to trip out once you see it. Did you put it up yet? I didn't know. I didn't see. Did you put it up?
I haven't put it up yet.
Okay.
I've been
Save
busy.
it. Save it.
We've been too busy winning. We've been too busy winning. That's the problem.
No, but you guys are going to trip out when you see it. It's awesome. It's awesome.
And all you Devils fans going to the Tampa Bay Lightning Devils game on Saturday, November 20th. We will be at Amalie Arena in Thunder Alley, right in front of the front doors, doing a live podcast. We're working on guests right now. And when you say we,
you mean you.
No, actually, Nick Villano's pitching in too. He's making some.
Oh,
calls.
Nick's gonna
be there
too.
Be there.
Okay,
Nick's gonna be there. We also may do a podcast from Disney World, the State of the Fan Address, the day before.
Okay,
but I don't know.
Are you charging for pictures? Are you charging for pictures and autographs? Like if you're at Comic-Con or something like that? Is it like $30 to get your picture with Sam Wu? You have a headshot? No. Oh, you're a freebie? No, you don't have a headshot? You're gonna let a headshot? Like Sam Wu. Hockey podcast producer.
But
well, go out if you're going, Devils fans. If you're in Tampa,
I would
go
love for
out.
everybody to meet us out there. Look, the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're going out on a limb. I mean, they really have provided us a great spot and opportunity, and we want to show our appreciation as well. Again, we're all hockey fans first, and I hope to see all those Devils fans out there. And then if Tampa Bay Lightning fans come over to the table as we're broadcasting, who the hell are these guys?
I think it'll be just fun. You
do
know that the opposing teams do like broadcast from other venues, right? You're aware, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Sam was like, "It's not the Devils arena. They're gonna say no because it's not the Lightning." I'm like,
"Yeah." They'll be like, "Who are you?" And I'll be like, "Oh, we're with the ESPN Plus."
No, then they will kick you out. They'll be like, "No, sorry, you guys aren't allowed. Sorry, we saw that. No, thank you, no, thank you."
All right, well, that's it.
You would be Sam Way or something like that on the ESPN Plus broadcast. You'd be like, "Oh, we just heard that's the way he likes to pronounce his name now."
Yeah. Scotty of XM Satellite Radio. That's what they'll call you.
Of XM Sirius or Cyrus. Yeah. XM Cyrus.
Yeah. Or Scotty from Shade 45. Different.
Well, that's how it is. It is Shade 45.
Yeah. Alrighty. So
Till next time?
The Islanders. No, Devils beat the Islanders 4-0. Mack Black with the shutout. On we go. This is Devils After Dark. Till next time, let's go Devils.